Hey, what is going on, YouTube? Hey, Aaron here. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are having what should be a fantastic Friday by the time that this video is released here. And guys, we've got a fun one for you here in this video. The Indefatigable, the newest absolute seal clubber here at Tier 4, is the British Premium Tier 4 battleship, the Indefatigable. Now, of course, being Tier 4, you only have access to one modification, which we went aiming system there in slot 1. The loadout is pretty standard. You do actually have access to torpedoes, but let's go ahead and review her stats here quickly before getting into the armor scheme and then the gameplay. 47,800 health with a 4x2 305mm gun layout with a 26-second reload there. And you actually do have access to torpedoes, which are listed at a 2. I don't know why, but you have 2x1 torpedoes there, which do 8,000 damage and have a 6-kilometer range. AA defense of a Tier 4 battleship is pretty abysmal. Your maneuverability is decent, I would say, at 28 knots there in a 630 turning circle with an 11.8 rudder. And your concealment is pretty on par with most of the battleships at the tier. However, this ship does shine pretty well in one particular area, and that is the armor scheme, as you guys are about to find out here. I had all of these already deselected, but we go ahead and put them back on, but that gives you an early access look at the Citadel. You have a 16mm top bow portion, but you actually have a 64mm icebreaker, which extends halfway up the nose there. I'm not sure why they wanted to make this ship so strong, but yeah, you can tank pretty much anything if they hit the bottom portion of your bow there. Now, you do have a very chunky mid-belt, and as you guys will see throughout this game, if you don't angle appropriately, you can and will be chunked through that. But if you actually look in combination with the top casemate armor there, you have a protected turtleback with a below-the-water citadel. For what reason they wanted to give a Tier 4 battleship some of the strongest, safest armor in the game, I will never know. Now, that being said, that upper casemate, the one above the armor that I have selected now, you can basically take all of the HP that you want from that section and never have to worry about hitting the Citadel. But here we look at the overview: agile, fast, with a greater heal, which I definitely don't use throughout this game. But we're going to go ahead and flip it over to the gameplay here, talk a little bit about that, and then we will let you guys enjoy the absolute tomfoolery that was this game. We went ahead and selected Andrew Cunningham here with basically full accuracy and reload there with D. Ravel and Iachino. So there's nothing particularly special about this build other than the fact that I have him at 16.3 and a lot of the other commanders pretty highly ranked there. So with the exception of the higher ranked commanders, this is essentially a free-to-play build. For being a Tier 4 battleship, this ship felt ridiculously accurate. Now, again, we are speccing a good majority into that, of course, with our commander traits here, but I just want you to keep that in mind when watching this game. But here was our very first game in the Indefatigable, and of course, if you guys were on stream, you saw the absolute insanity that transpired in this game. It was just one of those games that you had fun while playing, and it keeps you coming back for more. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea of the stats or any of the particular uniqueness of this ship other than the fact that it was sunk during the Battle of Jutland there during World War I. It was detonated according to my brief history search there, but Zapranith or a few of my other historians are going to give you a deeper history lesson in the comments down below. But what we mean by that is I don't know the accuracy of the ship. I don't even think I knew it had torpedoes midway through this game, and I definitely didn't know that it had somewhat of a super heal here at Tier 4 because early on I take somewhat of a broadside salvo just sailing in like a goofy idiot that I was during this game, and I heal up like 2,000 or 3,000 worth of damage, and it almost cost me towards the end of this game. But here was actually one of our very first salvos. It has sort of a unique gun layout there. You can see that fourth turret, you have to be somewhat broadside in order to get it on target. But looking in at the salvos here, they're very floaty shells, but only having 8 guns, they felt pretty accurate throughout a majority of this game. Now, of course, being a British battleship, you definitely want to utilize the HE when appropriate, but the AP was very serviceable as well. And here is a huge learning moment as I'm just sailing out broadside here as we catch this Furataka, angled in a little bit, but we take the salvo. I was hoping he would turn out, but I just wanted to get the salvo off before we go behind the rock. And here the Arkansas lets us know that, yeah, we maybe can't be citadeled, but losing that much in one salvo is definitely not going to benefit us throughout the game. So just what we were talking on earlier, that chunky armor belt, you can and will get citadeled. But the accuracy of that previous salvo, 6 shells on target there. So yeah, this ship definitely has some punch here at tier 4. Now, of course, I'm pretty sure 8 out of these 9 players had very little understanding of the game, but with that Citadel on the Emile Breton there, we have ourselves our first elimination and a pretty good feel for this ship. Now, a little bit off topic here, I do have a video coming out, which should be tomorrow by the time that you are watching this one. And I recorded it a few weeks ago when my interest in the game was as much as it is with tax law. So, and that's to, not to be said that anybody who plays a game 6 years, day in and day out, is going to have quote unquote burnout. But I am incredibly blessed and incredibly lucky that I get to play a video game and share my experience with you guys. The stream I had the other day of eating the MRE on stream, which I honestly should make into a video as well, was some of the most fun I've had in recent memory, and we weren't even really playing the game. It's just spending time and jokes with you guys. But that being said, I feel like I need to put this video out because I believe Meta Jerk has hung up his streaming hat. He's no longer streaming, or he won't be for a while. I think Big B is taking a summer vacation from streaming. And with the exception of Senna and potentially a few other, lesser known streamers at the current moment, I think maybe Spartan is the only streamer we have left. And it just sort of says a lot about the health of the community contributor program and this game. And I don't want to take that away from the newer players, right? I don't want the newer players to come in and think that everything is like burning around them and the game is all bad. Like, yeah, we've just played the game a lot and we've burned ourselves out. You will probably get there one day too. I think it's really unfair for people to just suck the fun out of something because you're not having fun. If you're still having fun with this game, play it, man. The game is fun as hell. I don't think the development team and the business strategy is the absolute best, but regardless, if you're having fun, enjoy the hell out of this game. But I just wanted to preface that a little bit in today's video, and if hopefully you watch that and then you watch tomorrow's video. But I will see you guys in the next one. I'm going to leave this one to the live comms here. Like I said, this was just a fun game from start to finish. So I'll see you guys at the end. Love you guys. Have a great weekend, man. I'm out. Peace. Ah, shit. No fire. That probably could have been worse. Let's get this cap, and then we're gonna go bust on their backsides.
Protect that area.
Thank you. So, note to self, don't be fucking around with the turrets too much. Obviously, it's a tier 4, but, we're gonna get spotted here soon. Those might land decent. I lied. What did he say?
Teammate, I need your support.
Honestly, we just need to angle. This is the Des Moines in the game earlier. I honestly think AP would be kind of a waste here.
Torpedoes direct front.
Damn, he actually got a good drop off on me. Damn, boys.
Enemy battleship detected.
Yeah. Our carrier is actually doing a decent job of, see, like, now here's the thing. Why are you following me? Yeah, he's playing it chill. As long as we don't get torqued here. As long as we don't get torqued. I wonder which way the carrier went. Say hello to my little friend! Oh, that's tragic. Actually, the Agano's AA support is much appreciated here. Much appreciated. Need to watch out for this guy. What commander do you think this guy has? Okay, so that was no bueno. Need to watch out for
All stations requesting fire support. Concentrate fire on that enemy warship.
shit. Okay. I need it. Oh shit. We gotta get this. I need to get this turn off. I need to get this turn off. Oh shit. Give me the fire. Give it to me. Give it to me! Let's go! That's right! That's right! Who do you think you are? I am! That's right! GG's. Indefatigable. Indefatigable.